money and you ain't asking him for none, he ain't gonna offer you none. Closed mouths don't get fed. That's what your mama said. You know, it's true, because some men will literally ask a female, you know, after they split, they'll be like, you know, if you felt this way, why didn't you ask? If you felt this way, why you didn't tell me to do better? You were just nagging. You know, some men still have that mindset of, you need to ask me, or you need to tell me what needs to be done, because I don't read lips or I don't read minds. And it's just like, I agree with them, because it's just like, if I need something done, I'm either going to complain, run my trap until it's done, or I'm just going to quote unquote say something, because it's just like, you need to do what needs to be done. You a man, do it. And it's just like, if I want you to pay for my hair, if I want you to pay for my pedicure or whatever, you know, if I need something, you know, I need you to give it to me. And it's just like, I'm not saying that he has to prioritize on giving you money. You know, he could pay for a spa day, or, you know, you guys just go on a nice date. But I'm talking about the girls that be putting in the hard work, be working, or just need to be valued more. Like, if a man really not giving you no bread, you need to leave. Because it's just like, nah, we not here for one thing, but being with me ain't for free. You know, let's get that straight. I get really aggravated. I can't stand to do with no job. Trust me and behold me. Ever since I loved the hustle, I stayed with a hustle nigga. I stayed with a hustler, a hard-working dude. Because first off, I like to eat and look cute. Okay? So, you need to pay for something. Because I don't know, like, I just been that way. And I know most females are. Like, I'll ask you this, like, has a dude just being, like, a dude being cute, or a dude just being there, does that fulfill you, ladies? Or does a man that has himself together and, you know, you're not financially stable, but when he comes to the table, he makes it easier on you, and, you know, he takes a load off you, and, you know, you're not by yourself because he's financially stabling you. You know, it makes you feel a little bit better. Like, you know, I'm not saying money brings happiness, but money brings happiness. So, you know, most people with money, like, you know, they be like, oh, money isn't everything. Money is everything. If a man tells you money isn't everything, he's never going to give you any money. And I got that from Poppy Don. I got that from Poppy Don's podcast, one of his TikToks. And I want you to listen to Poppy Don TikToks and his podcast on YouTube, because he be giving straight free game. And he be spilling the tea about you guys dudes. And thank God we got a gentleman like that. Shout out to him. You know. And yeah, let's move on to this girl talk portion. Alright. So I swear girl talk is my favorite part. I didn't have it on the last episode because you guys didn't submit questions. So when you guys don't submit questions, I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know, I can't I can't answer any questions if you're not sending them. So always email officialbougiefetish@gmail.com. And you can also DM us as well on Instagram or on Twitter if you feel like it. We'll always have our DMs open. You can message us at any time. I'll read it. I'll text you back and tell you, okay, your question will be featured on the next episode. You can also get a free shout out. You know, most of you guys say, no, I really don't want a free shout out. I really want to keep it anonymous. That's great. I'm always going to keep you guys anonymous at the end of the day. You know, if you don't want a shout out, I won't give you one. But the first question we have is, how do you go about being a fun girl and letting dudes respect you at the same time? So this is interesting because being a fun girl is kind of hard, and also being respected at the same time is hard. I want to consider myself a fun girl. I just like having a good time. You know, I like a little Megan. But it's just like, you know, if we going out and, you know, you met me while it was out, or, you know, like, I can't be held down, or, you know, I like having options, you need to respect that, because at the end of the day, we're still dating, and I'm a woman, and even though you don't like some of my behavior, you still need to respect me. So yeah, I feel like that's a really good question. So first off, if you're dealing with a guy and he's not respecting you because you're quote unquote fun, or, you know, fun girls are looked upon as, oh, like, she's a hoe, or, you know, she a hot girl or whatever, like, that's his loss. Because at the end of the day, low key, dudes be wanting a hot girl anyway. Dudes be wanting, she for the streets, because that's who he gonna cheat on you with. You know, most dudes be wanting they females on the side, like, you know, I want you at home, I want you in the kitchen, and I want her over here that's in the streets and at the club every night. And that's just how it goes. And when you one of those females that, oh, you know, you don't go out, you just to yourself, dudes quote unquote like that because, you know, they want to take advantage. They want to have you by the thread and be like, okay, she ain't going nowhere because she ain't like this one over here. And I hate when dudes be trying to break women up and make us, they're misogynistic and try to put labels on us, because even though I'm a quote unquote fun girl, you're still going to respect me. I have morals at the end of the day. You know, I'm not going to give it up on the first night. I'm not even going to have sex with you. And you got girls that are homebodies, don't have any morals, and are really for the streets, and are horrible people and toxic. And they try to be in a relationship not knowing that they carry those traits. It's just like, oh, you know, you don't go out. You perfect, you know. But being a quote-unquote fun girl, that's not going to stop you from being respected at the end of the day. Because you're a female first, he's a man. Men always need to respect women. So the next question was, is privacy the best way nowadays when it comes to being with someone? I don't want to date a nigga that's for everybody. I don't need this, sis. That's the good one. I always keep my relationship private nowadays just because I don't want anyone to know who I'm dating. Not saying he's for everybody, but it's just like a lot of people know him. A lot of people know of him. He's great. Don't get me wrong. It's just he has a big image. So with him having a big image, I don't want him and me to cross paths and they put two and two together. Even though, I mean, I spoke about him one time before. But it's just like, with privacy is the best way to go. You know, back in the day, you know, your grandmama didn't know Earl was a hoe, you know. You know, she knew about the secret baby, but nobody really know but the three of them, you know. Or, you know, Susie didn't know about Cheryl down the street, and, you know, the baby Earl had with her, because Earl was coming back home still. But it's just like, I just really want females to kind of step back, or just dudes. I think this was a dude that asked me this, which was great. I love it when dudes ask me a question. If you feel like your nigga for everybody, you need to break up with him. But if you just don't want people in your business nowadays, because people can be a little bit nosy, I would say just keep it on DL, because it's just like, at the end of the day, people gonna talk, people gonna be whispering, people gonna always want your nigga at the end of the day. So if you feel as though you want to keep your relationship private, more power to you. More power to you, because honestly, these niggas for everybody. And even if they not for everybody and they respectable and they value themselves, there's gonna be that one female that be like, I want to come to you as a woman, or oh, I want to tell you something. Most females and most dudes, when they post their boyfriend or their girlfriends, it's always a dude or a guy be like, oh, you didn't hear about shorty, or you didn't hear about how he or she was messing around with so-and-so. Like, who cares, Who cares? Because at the end of the day, that's mine, and I'm going to stick beside him, So, the next question is, what is high maintenance? Okay, so I got you. High maintenance is when you own your stuff, first of all, and everything laid, everything done, nails always done, toes always done, hair always laid, 10 out of 10. You got your own bag, your bills paid, you very classy, but you on top of your shit at the end of the day. High maintenance is bills always paid. Bills always gonna be paid. Stay with money. You date high value men. You are a high value woman. That's high maintenance to me. So yeah. So this is going to be the last question. So this is a fairly interesting question. So it reads, if a man is hard working and pays all your bills, but doesn't take you anywhere to show you off, you feel as though you're a secret, what would you do? I don't want to feel like I'm forcing him to meet his mama or nothing, but damn, I feel like I really don't know shit about you. Shit about him. Yeah, he a serial killer. I'm just playing, but you gotta give him time. You can't really rush the process. Like, I see, he probably showed you potential. He probably really cares about you. He's paying you bills. He's keeping you kept. Y'all probably have a strong love connection, and things like that. But you got to give people time. Probably somewhere in a past relationship, he felt as though he didn't take his time and he rushed everything, and, he had to repair himself. And with this relationship, he really wants to take his time. He probably really loves you. He just has to give himself time. You can't rush something great, because everything great comes with process. Yeah. So that being said, just give him his time and space, And I promise you, when he brings you around his friends or brings you around his mother or whatever, he's going to let them know, like, hey, this is my woman. Or, there's probably a reason why he hasn't took you around people. Simple fact is, you never know how people are. My boyfriend, for example, sometimes he doesn't always take me anywhere just because it's not up to par, or, he doesn't want to take me anywhere where I don't feel comfortable. Real men always look out for their women. But yeah,